No, see? Alright, so we're going to start on our next project. What is it, Bella? This one's going to be a little different because I actually only sent one roll of mesh, which y'all know I hardly ever do. But there was a reason. It's because it came with these two awesome picks. So you see these? Look at all the berries on here. So all of these are cut. So see, we can cut this up in all these different places. So we're going to have lots to work with. So you see, let's see how many we got. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there are 12 picks of berries on here. And then of course, there's a bunch on this too. So that's what we're really going to be doing. We're going to set a base and then we're going to put some ribbon. We're going to decorate it. Because I think it'll be fun. Something different to do, right? So, oh good. It looks like everything is working. Yes. All right. And it's live on YouTube as well. Yay. All right, so y'all, I don't know if y'all know, but Facebook and YouTube and Instagram have been having serious issues tonight. I don't know what's going on with it. Anyways. Alright, what did I do with the sign? Here it is. Alright, so here's our sign. It says, angels are near when cardinals appear. So I really like it because it matches this ribbon that's in there. See how the ribbon has the little pine pieces on it? And I like that it's in this little wreath. So this is the sign. See, and then we're going to add all this stuff in. Ooh, swim fun. I'm excited. So how is it going? So I like to pull the ones in the center in because we're going to be doing a poof, which means I'm going to start on the bottom. You don't have to start on the bottom. I just like to start on the bottom. It's just kind of where it works for me. I know. Ow, we're live and it works. Okay. This was the second Wreath Kit of the Month subscription. This one here. And then, just so y'all know, this is the one that's going out right now. It's the, I call it the mistletoe. It's mistletoe kisses. And then this is the one going out after that. This one says, welcome friends. So, more of a winter one. Winter Wonderland. Alright, so let me get zoomed in. And then we can get it going. Yay. Alright. So this is our mesh. So this is a nice, thick, it's a jute mesh, and it's a checkered. Can you see it? So it's nice and thick. It's easy to work with, and so I really like it. So what we're going to do is we're going to scrunch the end up, just like that. Yeah, just scrunch it up in your hand. We're going to pick a random place to start. I like to go right in front of a tie. Y'all know we all do things differently, so this is kind of my favorite thing. And I don't use this tie until I come back around. So this zip tie is actually going to be my first tie. Yeah, you can order online. Okay. So you see what I do is I just skip this one. And on this one, I want to do 10 inches. So you can either measure out on your table. So I don't want to do a huge poof. Okay. I'm just going to tie it one good time. I like to go 1, 2, 3. And that's pretty much 10 for me. You can also go over to this one straight across, and then that is about 10 inches. Okay, so whichever way works better for you. All right, and then we just kind of spread it out. Yep. And if you watched the video earlier, I will be fixing that later because it was just like, it was a hot mess, y'all. It was like we were in, we were out, we were in, we were out. I don't know what they're all having trouble with today, but it's been a day. Okay. So you see, these are not very large. We don't really want them to be super large. I think the easiest way is just to measure over to the next one. And then you get a pretty consistent poof every time. So see, what I do is I go from here to here, just in a straight line, and then I just pull it back to here. There we go. Spread it out. You want to try to keep these little very sharp edges tucked under. That's what helps keep the poof consistent and looking nice. So we're already back to the beginning. How about that? You see how they look consistent? Okay. So now we're back to where we started. See, this is where we didn't use that tie, so now we're going to use it. Okay, so I'm going to put it right in this one, and the reason I do that is because then you cannot tell where I started and where I stopped. So you see how there is no way to figure out where I started. Then I take another zip tie. I'm going to open these up top. Like this. I'm going to take this mesh and I'm going to go straight up top. So just straight up top. I'm going to tie it down because I don't like there to be a little poof there. I don't want to have to cut my mesh and start again. Okay, so the first master class is tomorrow in the Facebook group. However, if you are not on Facebook, we are going to be emailing them out. So don't worry if you can't find it or you're stressed about something, don't worry. We're going to make sure you get it. The supply list was emailed out. It's also available in the group and it's on Kajabi. So Kajabi is what you signed up on. So now we're going to do the same thing up top. And you definitely want to sign up through Kajabi because what we do is we get your email address so we can send you the supply list, the link to the videos and all that good stuff. It is free. So there is no reason not to come and join us and have some fun. Okay. So we'll just keep going all the way around. Right. See how I just pull it across here? And then I just use that to tie it down. There's a specific reason why I wanted to do poof. And the reason is because poof is actually the best kind of method to use when you're going to be doing ribbons with the greenery and stuff in it. It just kind of works really well together. And then there's not so much mesh that you can't really see all the pretty things we're going to put in. So we want to see all the pretty things. All the pretty stuff. We like all the things. Yep, so if you haven't joined the masterclass, make sure you do that because we're starting tomorrow. Now, it doesn't mean you can't start after tomorrow. It just means that you wouldn't be there for the first day. So, all right, last one. Now, we're going to keep using this roll. So, this is where we started. See, there's where we put that zip tie. So, I'm going to tie this. Okay, now, this is a 10-inch mesh. So, this is very economical because you're not having to buy multiple. So see, this is a very nice, more expensive mesh because we're only using one roll. We can kind of splurge. All right, so now what you're gonna do is you're gonna go from the top and you're gonna go right over. You can either tie it on the top or the bottom. It's not gonna matter because what we're basically gonna be doing is we're gonna be putting kind of a poof right in the middle, okay? So you can tie at the top, you can tie at the bottom. There's not a steadfast rule about this. I just like there to be something in the middle, okay? So about the same, about 10 inches. Okay? If you're having trouble with your poofs, then do them more by hand. What I mean is, pull your mesh out, okay? And then gather it in your hand like this. Okay, so either way works. You can do like my method where I just kind of tuck it all in my hand, or you can do it this way too. Either way works. There's not a right or wrong way. I just like to do my way because it's faster, but you don't have to do it that way. So you do which way works for you. So Central's an hour behind me, so we're going to be doing 7 p.m., which means Central, it'll be 6 o'clock. So all you really have to do is go on Google and say what time is it in Eastern Standard Time, and you'll be able to see the difference. So, okay, that's bigger than I want. Hold on. So I want to keep these small. So small, nice small little poofs. Okay. What this is it's almost like making a third layer on here. And what that does is that allows you to cover that center, and just to have a little bit of mesh, kind of extra mesh on here, it makes it fuller. So now it's going to look more like it would if we were using a 21 inch. So you're not really going to be able to tell the difference. Now they're about 10 inches. They're just going across, so they do look a little smaller, but it's because it's crossing over. Let's see, I think we've done the whole thing. We still have mesh left. So you could keep adding if you want to, or you can just stop here. Let me make sure we went all the way around. Pretty sure we did, yep. All right, so I'm just gonna cut some off. You see how much we have left? So there's a lot left. I'll pull this one around and tie it off with a no zip tie. Can y'all tell I love zip ties? I love zip ties. Yep, 10 inch. I buy them by the thousand, y'all, because I'm serious. Look, I'll show you. This is how I get my zip ties. It's so much more economical. And they hold up a lot better than the little pipe cleaners. Okay, so look how thick and full that is. See that? You can't see the frame at all. Alright, so now we're going to put our ribbons on. And there's a pretty good amount left of the mesh. So you can see. Alright, so you could do a little bit larger poofs, but I don't, because I want there to be plenty of room for me to add all this cute stuff. Okay? Alright, so our ribbons. Now the ribbon that came with the kit looks a little bit more like this, but we sent out the last one, so I'm using this one. It's very similar. Then we have the cardinal. I love the cardinal. He has the little pine right there. It's so cute. Hey, hey, Susie Brown. I love zip ties. Y'all, I'm obsessed with zip ties. I am feeling much better, thank you. Okay, so pinch. Okay, all you're doing is you're kind of pinching it up together, right? And then run your hand through it, because this is wired ribbon. All right, now I'm gonna start on the bottom. No real reason you can start on the top. All right, I'm gonna tie it off 3 times, but I am not going to cut these off, because what we're really gonna do is we're gonna take and we're gonna make a little circle right like that, okay? Because we're gonna come back and use that. Here's the other 2 ribbons, a red and white check, and then this striped, it has red, green, and black on it. So pleat that up, gather it, okay? So I'm going ahead to make my little circle while I'm here. So I just make a little circle. See, just like that. See, you can put my finger through it. That way we're gonna have somewhere to put all of this lovely stuff we have over here that we're gonna be cutting up. You keep wrestling the back and the front of zip ties. What are you having trouble with? Getting it going wrong? It's really easy to accidentally get it going in the wrong direction. Yeah. I am feeling much better. Thank you. The master class, so somebody's asking what the master class is. Y'all, the master class is really just my way of giving back and showing y'all kind of what my design group is like. It's free. It's just a free class where I'll be showing lots of tips and tricks, kinds of stuff like I show my design group. I'm going to have a lot of fun. Oh, and I'll show you this. So on the last day, this is our bonus. We're going to be decorating this lady here. And y'all, we have to name her. We have to come up with a name. Because she needs a name. I think she needs to be named. So that's what it is. We're going to do 5 projects. I did share my supply list. And I bought the majority of the supplies either from Hobby Lobby, At Home, Carolina Pottery, places like that. So that if you wanted to follow along, you would be able to get the same supplies. And even if you can't, you know, just use things that are similar. It doesn't have to be exactly the same. It can just be similar. So, and there'll be some tricks in there. Bella's back there. She's sitting back there. There'll be some tricks on Etsy. Also, when you get your emails, we'll be sending out some Etsy tips to kind of help a little bit. So, yeah. Oh, you want to make one? Yeah, I'm going to come up with a tutorial on how to make one. The actual lady, I mean. I had a lot of requests for it. So, I'll be working on that next. But yes, it's going to be fun. I'm so excited. I can't wait to decorate her. She is going to be fun. Yep, Hobby Lobby has all their Christmas stuff half off. Exactly. One of the things I'll be sharing is how you can save money. And, you know, little tricks you can use to not use as much supplies, and you know how you can fill your shop without breaking the bank, because let's face it, it can get expensive making these things, right? So definitely want to help y'all out with that. Okay. Y'all, we even have one of our non-wreath members, one of our non-wreath people, let me say it that way, who was in my business group. She bought one of my kits and now she's hooked. So she's making wreaths and doing a great job too. So I'm pretty excited about that. So even if you don't think you can make them, you can. You can. You can do it. Okay. Yeah, and we'll be live every single day at the same time. Yeah, right? I'm all about saving money too, because it gets expensive. All right, so on the top, I like to put my large ribbon here because there's more room for it. Okay. And this is wired ribbon, so you can see, you can just kind of push it and it'll kind of make a nice little crease there. Wired ribbon is always best because it's going to stand up, it's going to hold up with time. It's easier to, you know, straighten out the ribbon if it's wired. All right, so I'm not going to put a little hole up here yet until I see where we're going to put our bow and stuff, because we won't need a little hook there. So we will wait on that. I'm just so glad that YouTube is up again. Yay. All right, you see how I just kind of take it and I just push it a little bit? See how it does that? That is why we like the wired. Well, I'm glad you made it. Okay. Yeah, it was all kinds of messed up earlier. Luckily, it came back right in time. Thank goodness. Y'all, today is my mama's birthday. I don't think she's on though. She's not feeling real well. Don't be scared to start. I promise you're going to be just fine. It's going to be fine. Yeah, that stinks when you don't feel well on your birthday. You know? So, hopefully she'll be feeling better tomorrow. Thank you. Okay. So you see how nice and full this is? And so we have our pops of white in here that kind of contrast really nice against the red and green. I love cardinals. Do y'all love cardinals? Yeah. I will definitely tell her happy birthday from y'all. I got her a pretty new sweater to wear. Her favorite color is pink. She likes pink and yellow. And she's like most of us, she likes clothes. So, yep. We'll get her a cake when she's feeling better. I love making wreaths too. I just like decorating of any kind, really. Okay. So we got all of our ribbon on. You see how nice and full that looks? It's one mesh. All right, so we have plenty left. So we can do a bow, and then we're going to put our bow on, and then we're going to start decorating it, because that's the fun part. All right, so let's start off with this in the back, because it'll be a nice contrast from what's on there. Okay. All right, so just small tail, you know, about 7 inches or so. Just put it down in our 4-in-1. Oh, y'all, Regina Sellers donated 5 of these. So we're going to be giving away 1 of these every day in the master class. And all you have to do is show up. All right. So we're going to go 6 inches, my favorite. I like to use 6 inches. It's just a good bow size. So 6 inches. You can go ahead and start kind of fluffing a little bit. Okay. This is the same on both sides, but I twist anyways because when you do the twisting, what happens is it helps that bow to stand up and fluff up a little bit better. All right, then we'll trim it off. Okay. So I like to put the color that contrasts the best on the bottom. That way it just really stands out better. Okay, so we're gonna put this one in. I love this one. So we're gonna do 1 loop with this one. This is pretty much my favorite bow. This is the 2-1-2-1. That just means 2 loops at one size, 1 loop at one size, 2 loops at one size, 1 loop at one size. Really, I do. A lot of times I'll do 2-1, 2-1, 1. That sounds like a recipe, doesn't it? That's funny. All right. This is our cardinal ribbon. This is a pattern. So when I have a pattern, I like to do it by hand because I know I'm going to get it to go the same direction every time. So we'll start with a small tail. So see, we're just pinching it up. I'm just putting it in between my thumb and my finger right here. I'm not twisting it. I'm not doing anything. So on this side, I'm going to go under because this pretty ribbon is up. And what you can do is go from 0 to 12 on your mat, and that's 6 inches, right? Because half of 12 is 6. So 0 to 12. On the other side, we're coming up because you see our pretty side is down. So you got to come up. Just let your ribbon be your guide to show you which way you need to go, okay? And here's the thing. I am not twisting it, okay? No twisting at all. I'm not stacking it in any manner. I'm just kind of sticking it in side by side, okay? Right, and then we're going to do the same thing again. So just match this loop and then see how I just shove it in my hand just like that. Okay, I'm not paying attention to where it is. It's just stacked in there next to each other. Again, this side. So this makes me think of a figure 8. So have you ever played with doing anything with figure 8s, you know how it goes like this, right? So it's the exact same thing that you're doing with your bow. Okay? So then I can just place it down and you see how all of my cardinal is going the same direction. And I can pull my tail over here. Now you can see the tail is upside down. The only way to really fix that is to cut it off, but we're not going to worry about that. Okay? There we go. All right. Now we're going to do a loop of this. Okay. So I kept all of these pretty much the same size. I don't always do that. Sometimes I like to stack them. All right, so I have 1 loop at 6 inch, 1 loop at 6 inch. Then I'm going to twist in the center and I'm going to do a smaller loop. So maybe about, what is that, about 4 inches? Okay. There we go. See, and I can pull them up, make sure they match. They do. And I can trim this off. All right. I like to use zip ties to tie my bows because it doesn't hurt my hands and I can get it pretty tight. And then I'll put pipe cleaner in the back. Alright, so just take it. Make sure you have it going upside down or else you'll be frustrated. Run it under. Okay, and then all I have to do is get it enough to get it out of the bow maker, like that. Okay. Alright, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold it on one side. I just don't want my ribbon moving, and then I'm going to move it. See how it wants to move that ribbon? So if you're like me and you pull it out front, make sure you hold it while you're pulling it. Alright, then I'm going to pull all my tails in the front because we like the drama just in our bows. Okay. Run my little zip tie under here. Okay. Tie. We're going to get it tight. Alright. I got it nice and tight. I leave this piece on. I take my 2 pipe cleaners. I use this to hold it. Alright. And then I'm going to twist and pull, twist and pull. I'm just breaking it from the center so we can get it nice and fluffy. You see how it makes it much fluffier? There we go. We like it fluffy. See, and once you're done, you're done. You don't need to do it anymore. All right, and then we pull our little tails out, make sure that they're all behaving. See there? Then I can trim this off. All right. Thank you, Betty. You sweet thing. Okay. We got our bow. So we're just going to put our bow. Now, here's the thing. What do we do with that extra mesh? Y'all, where'd I put that extra mesh? Oh, here it is. All right. Here's a little trick for you. When you're putting your bow on, if you put your bow on and you tie it down, it pushes it down into the wreath. You see that? If you don't want it to do that, take some extra mesh. Let's say, like maybe a 30-yard cut. All right. And then you're going to take it and you're going to pull it up just like you're making a ruffle. Okay. And then you're going to place it in this direction. All right, this direction underneath your bow. Okay, so we're going to take this piece and we're going to tie it right on the back. So I want the ruffles to be underneath where my loops are. And I'm going to show you why we do this. It's just a little trick. Here we go. Now, we come back over here. We place it down. And what happened? Our bow is no longer being squashed into the wreath because we have that little base of mesh, and that mesh is going to push it up. So the next time you're having trouble with your bow sinking in, put some mesh under it, especially if the mesh is the same color as your wreath. You're not going to see the mesh, but what you will see is that your bow is much fluffier on your wreath. Okay, so we fluff it back up. All right, and then we're going to do our little curls. So just curl it right up. You're ready for bed? I am live again, I know. Well, it's because I missed like a week and a half. I did, I missed a week and a half because I was sick. So, I missed this. Besides, one of my lives, Laura, it's about the same. So 2 lives is about the same as one of yours. Because you know how I am. I'm like an hour in and out. All right, so now you see how nice that bow looks on here? Yeah, and we still have mesh left over. All right, now let's have fun. Let's have fun setting this stuff up. I love putting stuff in with the mesh, because you really, a lot of times you don't think about putting, you know, especially like greenery, but you absolutely can. All right, so look how many cuts we have here. So this is a large thing of berries, right? So what you can do is kind of pull it a little bit like that, and it'll pull right off. That way we have enough of the stem. Okay, I think we had 11 pieces we could get off of here, and you could even cut some of these if you wanted. Okay, try not to pull any of our little berries off. And y'all, you can keep these sticks because there are things you can do with them. So sometimes I keep them and sometimes I don't. It just depends. All right. I mean, I have a stash of them, so when it gets low, I start keeping them here. Okay, so then this has 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces on it. And in that piece, you can actually get several cuts. So let's snip these off. So you want 1 inch or so. Okay. Here we go. Alright. Now what we're going to do, see, I love this. It has this little bitty pine cone. It's so cute. But I don't want this whole piece because, see, that's pretty big. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of divide it up. All right, so we've got 1 piece here, 1 piece here. All right, so we can get 2 out of each of these. You could actually get even more than that. Okay. So remember, there are a few places that we can't put anything. We can't put anything where the bow is. We can put some in the bow, but we can't put it where the bow is. We also can't put something where the sign is. So we're going to have plenty of this to add in, especially since we're going to cut it up. All right? And you always want to make sure that you're spreading your greenery out when you get it. You don't want it to be all bunched up. So, spread it out. Look how cute it is with those little pine cones. This is one of my favorite picks this year. I love this pick. Okay. Now let's put our sign in, and then we're going to start using all this loveliness. Okay. I will tell Ross and Carson you said hi. Bella is asleep at the back. Here, I'll show you. There she is. Bella! Hey, Bella! See, she's just got her back turned. Hi, baby girl. Yep, she's back there. Yeah, I had Ross and Carson up here last night. And I was live on the Social Divas. And I think they were... they were not so thrilled about having to wait for an hour plus, so they said they were not coming tonight. Maybe I can get them tomorrow. You never know about those boys. They're playing. Alright, so we're going to take our wire and get some pieces out. Oh no, do you have the flu? I had the flu. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And y'all, I had the flu shot, but I still got the flu. And I tell you, it's so crazy now. They wouldn't even test me for the flu until I got a negative COVID test first. So I had to wait like 2 days before. And then, of course, by the time you find out for sure, it's too late. It's already set in. But it's all right. It's all right. It's all good. I recovered. Yep. So, all right. So So we put our wire through. This is about 22 inches wire. I like to double my wire up just because it's easier to put the sign on. Okay. So now you see why we made those little circles, because what we're going to do is we're going to put some glue in here. We're going to push it in that circle, and then it's going to glue down to that little piece. I cut my ribbon at 12 inches. Yep. Okay. Yeah. All right, so who is signed up for the master class? Yeah, this is the Cardinal kit. I did the black and white one earlier. See, here's how the black and white one turned out. Isn't that pretty? I love how it turned out. Okay, so I want to do the Cardinal. Actually, I think I want to do him in the middle. I'm going to do him in the middle. So what I'm going to do is take these two, and I'm going to just go down to the frame, pull it around the frame, and then I'm going to pull this through the inside. All right. I will tie them together. Now, if you're worried about your sign falling in, just kind of pull. So what I do is I pull my wire up top and then pull it around. You are, yay! Yay! I'm so glad. I'm excited, y'all. I'm so excited. Yeah. So excited. Okay. And I tried real hard to get supplies that would be pretty easy to source, or at least something that you could find something similar locally so that you could remake them if you want to. So I always give the numbers, all the numbers to my group, so I'm used to doing that. So I think it really helps because, you know, then you know where to go get it. The class starts tomorrow. We're going to be live every night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the Facebook group. But don't stress if you didn't join the Facebook group or you're on YouTube. We are going to be sending those out with a link via email. So either way, you're going to get to see it. You're not going to miss. All right, so now we've got the basics done. You could stop here. You could be done. It's a pretty wreath. Or you can take all these lovely things and we're going to start really jazzing it up. So on the top, I'm going to make that little, so all I do is make a little circle. Then I run this in my glue. Okay. I place it right in that circle. Okay. And then I can use this piece to kind of go across and tie it down. See, so then I have it both wired in and glued down. Okay. So then we're going to elevate it up a little bit more because we're going to be adding in all of this loveliness. So let's add one down here. So make our little circle and be careful not to get it, get your fingers in it, because oh man, does that hurt. Okay, so I'm going to place this. I want this one to kind of come down. All right, so I'm going to take this other piece and go around it like that. You see how that works? Okay. And then we can come back in and take our berry and we can just kind of plop it in that same little hole and then just kind of have the berry kind of drooping down. So the ones that just have this little piece, we're going to put the berry in that. You see, isn't that cute? And then the ones that have the little pine cones, they're going to be on their own. All right, so we'll start with the bottom. So see how I have this little, see I can put my finger through it. Okay. Yeah, we want to make sure that you have every opportunity to see everything in the class. The emails are also going to contain some little Etsy tricks. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Look at it, so cute. All right, so let's like skip one and do this one with the big piece. Okay. I love this. I need like a whole bucket of these. I'm telling y'all, they're my favorite right now. So we push it in. I take this and I just tuck it around. So you're not going to be able to see it, but it just kind of secures it in there. Now on this one, we want to do this piece. So we're going to put it in here. If I worry about it, if I'm not going to have a place where I can tuck it around like this, what I do is I create a little hook. Like a little hook like this. And then gravity will help keep it in place. Okay. So I just kind of tuck it right in behind there. So the great thing about these work wreaths is that these tinsel ties, they will hold on to things like nobody's business. Okay. Whoops, hold on, I pulled it out. I was trying to straighten it out and I kind of pulled it out. There we go. I won't worry about those. All right. So let's do one up here. So make our little circle. Okay. Put that in. Tuck that around. Okay. Then. Alright. So then I make a little hook in there, and then I can kind of come down here and just hook it right in. There we go. That berry. I took that berry off because see it has a little place on it. Alright, so we don't want to neglect the back. Okay. And we're going to put a little bit in the bow as well. So you have the ties already on the work wreath, so make them work for you. Because they're there. Okay. And they really do like glue a lot. Hot glue, I mean. Okay, so we just tuck it under like that. Okay. Ooh, that one has several spots. Let's take another one. We might put that one in the bow because we can hide that. Sometimes these things get, you know, the little red comes off of them. You can mark them with a red pen and it fixes it, but you know, it's really up to you. All right, so let's see, we have just enough, I think. Okay, so stick that in there and then pull this piece across. See, I'm securing it in there 2 ways. Okay. All right, that little hole. Yep, we're going to have lots of berries left, so we will add some berries around. There we go. See, now I want that kind of going in the direction, like down. So this is, I'll show you. I just need to move my thing over. Hold on. All right. This is a glue pot, and AKA this is an electric skillet from Walmart. All right, and that's how I'm doing it. So it's just an electric skillet, and I just dip my glue in there, and then and I'll tell you why I did it, because I got tired of getting my fingers burnt like every other second on a glue gun. So I just had enough. I was just like, that's it, I'm done. We're just not doing anymore. So that's what I did. So I got a glue pot. And really, honestly, these things are awesome. I'll take that one off. Okay. Place this one in. Tuck it over. There we go. You see how much it just adds? All right. We've got this one. Put it right down here. So we have a lot of red in here. And so by adding in all this greenery, we're starting to pull some of that green back out. So then it balances it so you have the red and the green. Yep. All right. So we'll put that in there. That. Okay. Whoops. No, I pulled it out again. I need to just leave it be when I put it in there. Alright, we're going to put, I have this little sprig here. Alright, we're going to put that one down here with a berry. Alright, so this one right here, put a little berry in it. Okay, we'll just kind of pull that across. Pull that out. I love it. Okay. So you could also do, like when you're doing things like this, you could also do something like this. So this would have good greens and reds that would work well on something like this as well. You can also, if you run out of pieces, go to the ones that have a lot and just pluck a piece off. I say pluck a piece off. Cut a piece off. And then you can use this in your tie so that it doesn't look like you don't have enough. Okay, so like this. And then add a little berry to it. Then we had enough to do the whole thing. That. Okay. Then pull that piece across. There we go. So these are wired. These here are wired, so you can kind of move them. And what we can do is we can take a couple of these, since we have a few left. All right. And we're going to put them in a bow. I love to decorate the bow because it helps kind of incorporate the bow into the whole thing. So all you do is get a little glue on it and you pick it up and you're going to glue it to the ribbon in between the pieces. Absolutely, that's where I got mine. Walmart. Walmart, Walmart. Don't buy the the glue pots because they're really expensive and it's really just a electric skillet. You can also use crock pots. I've seen people use crock pots. Alright, so I'm going to put one more piece kind of coming down under here, under the bow. And then that's it, we'll be done. See? Looky, looky! Look at that. Oh my gosh, I love it. And you see all the little greenery in it. Awesome! See, we still have a piece left, but this one kind of has some little sad places. So, I could just kind of stick it up here maybe. Hide those little pieces. Okay. So we'll kind of place it down in there. There we go. Awesome. We have all kinds of fun stuff to put in it. Someone wants to know about the length of the tails on the bow. Okay, so the small ones are about 8 inches and the long ones are about 16 inches. Oh, that is such an excellent question. How hot is the glue pot? I love that question, Christy, because I'm going to tell you what. People get this wrong all the time. My glue pot is at 250 degrees. Don't go above that. Actually, if you look at my little dial, my little plug-in thing, I keep it on 200 degrees. So you want it to be hot enough to melt your glue, but if your glue is smoking, it's too hot. If you were to accidentally get some of that glue on you and it feels like it's going to burn a hole in your skin, it's too hot. It does not need to be that hot. You just need to get it to the melting point, and that's it. So I do between 200 and 250 degrees. Yep, excellent question. The Santa face, we'll probably be doing that on Sunday. I also have this adorable guy we're going to be doing sometime this week too. Isn't he cute? I'm so excited. Yeah, so we're going to be doing the Santa face this week, hopefully. And that guy. He's so cute. Yeah, you want to see the lady? So this is the lady. So you can see, so what it is it's a mannequin with a tree skirt. So we're going to decorate her up. One of the things we're going to do is replace this bow because this bow is just kind of sad. This is the bow this is the ribbon we're going to put on her. Isn't that pretty? See, doesn't that work so much better? Yep. So we're going to decorate her up and we're going to name her because she needs a name. Who wants to live with you, Mary? It's gonna be fun. Yep. You want to see the black wreath again? Sure. I'll be happy to show you. So this is what we did earlier. Y'all, we had so many problems earlier. So I think I'm gonna have to run the videos together, but this is it. This is a kit I have in my shop right now. Isn't it pretty? See, what I like about this is you can change out the signs and it can be different seasons just by changing out the sign because it's generic. So because it's, you know, black and white, none of the ribbon says, you know, Happy Easter or whatever. You can change out, and there's so much stuff in black and white right now. So I like that. That to me feels like a versatile thing. Yep. I know it did get full fast, didn't it? I know. I know it got full fast. Well, my part-time person, Holly, she actually put a bunch of the ribbon up the other day. So, and then these are just the projects I've done recently. So, yeah. I know, it's so wonderful. I love this space. It is. It's very nice. I can leave the mess here and go home. Actually, we are pretty, we're pretty organized. A lot more organized than the last time I showed y'all, so. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I have a black and red kit just like that. It's just black and red instead of the black and white. Please hold up the cardinal wreath. Yes, ma'am. There you go. So there's the bow with all the berries in it. I always want to go backwards. There's the side. You can see all the little greenery pieces. See that? And it's amazingly full for one roll, right? So see, you don't always have to use 2 rolls in your wreath. Because these cost a little bit more. So you can make it look more high-end just by adding in some of this instead of having to put in a whole bunch of mesh. Yep. 200 degrees. 200 degrees on your glue pot. Well, electric skillet. It's an electric skillet. I don't know why I call it a glue pot. Really, it's an electric skillet. So, yeah, it's all good. Thank you. All right, y'all. Well, don't forget the masterclass is going to start tomorrow, 7 o'clock. And I will be on to see y'all off and on. I'm not gonna disappear or anything for 5 days, so. But it's gonna be fun. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So, yeah. All right. Well, y'all have a wonderful night. I'm so glad it worked because earlier it was just like not having it. So at least we got one good out and everything worked well. Oh, I have another one to show you. We're going to be doing this soon too. Look at this adorable thing. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Yep. So, and I'll share the projects that we're going to be doing on the masterclass in case you decide you want to join it sometime during those 5 days. All right. There's no reason not to join it. It's free. So I won't be charging you a thing. All right. Okay. Y'all have a wonderful night. And I will see you guys. Hopefully most of y'all, I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm excited. Our first project is an evergreen. I love doing evergreens. It's one of my favorite things about Christmas is I get to use evergreens. Now I use them all year. But I love to do them. I love to use them at this time of year because they're just so easy to put things in and you can just make them look so pretty. So I love that. All right. Well, y'all have a great night and I will see you guys later. I didn't see if Charlie and Sophia were on here, but if you are, hi y'all. All right. Y'all have a great night. Bye-bye.